Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Today is May 18th, 2021, and the news are now being sponsored by a group of photographic retailers and manufacturers who have joined together to support analog photographic media and help keep analog photography thriving worldwide. And as far as I know, now they're calling themselves Analog Spotlight, which came from the UK trade show, but now they're going to probably use that name, but I'll make sure 100% that that's the official name. Plus they're working on a website, which I hopefully will be able to share very soon. And those brands are Cameradactyl, Cosmo Foto, Chroma Cameras, Reveni Labs, RealitySoSubtle, Intrepid Cameras, Pixl-ltr, Booking Film Cameras, ONDU Cameras, Standard Cameras, 20th Century Cameras, Pictoriographica, Analogue, Wonderland, Cinestill, and now Large Format Camera Store. And I'm going to mention just a new incorporation is Large Format Camera Store, a new online retailer that sells mostly large format cameras, well, mostly all large format cameras, and many of those brands that are not really represented sometimes in proper camera stores. And yeah, I'll give you more information. I'll leave the link to his website below too. There'll be more info on that. And like I said last week, I want to try to start diving into each sponsor just to give you guys a bit of a, idea of what they make and what they do. I'm going to go in order of the list I have. So this week we're going to be talking about Cameradactyl. If you've never heard of Cameradactyl, it's a camera or a company brand that makes 3D printed goods for film photography. They do cameras, they do accessories, they do cases, they do scanners, and I'll air quote scanners because it's not exactly a software and everything, but it is running an automatic feeding machine that will let you scan 35mm film, and it will basically trigger your camera. And that one is called the Mongoose, which I had forgotten for a second. And he makes, for example, the Brancopan, which is like a panoramic camera. And it's not expand panoramic, it's a little different. It's like the anamorphic look. And he releases a Kickstarter, then it was open source, so now you can get the STL files, I think, and print your own. He's got the OG camera, which was a 4x5 sort of like point and shoot with a lens cone and a helical. And he makes all kinds of like the butter grips for your cameras, so a bunch of stuff. This is run by Ethan Moses, who's not only a good friend of mine, but a great guy in general. If you have any crazy idea, I highly recommend you write him because he's always open for ideas and things like that. And he also makes a product between Brooklyn Film Camera and him for scanning Polaroid images. I think Instax also fits, but it's made for flatbed scanners. It's very similar to the old Impossible thing that was sold but no longer available. So yeah, Ethan's an amazing guy. Cameradactyl, couldn't be happier to call him a friend and the company to be called a sponsor of the show. So that was the first, more info into brands. Now we have Negative Supply Basic 35 film holder. This has been, I knew about it for a while and I've been holding to the information for a bit. It's finally released, and this is the first time Negative Supply released a product with a ton of stock and in retail stores. So you might have seen your inbox flooded with Cinestill promoting it, FPP promoting it, Negative Supply promoting it, and it's basically what it is, like a basic film carrier for 35mm. It comes with like a little translucent little screen on the back that you can basically put on the bottom, and it has a film gate for like panoramic shots, so you can scan this. It's basically 3D printed, I think, with some acrylic finishes and like a leatherette look. It has a bit of a hefty weight to it, but not too much, not too light, so it probably advances okay. And honestly, in the line of Negative Supply items, this is the entry-level price point and feature-wise. So it's $99 US. I don't know what the price will be in Europe, but yeah, you can already order it, and they've made also a bunch of content about it, so you can go ahead and check that out on their YouTube channel and website. Then the new double film show camera, the reusable, disposable sort of looking camera. We know these cameras have been coming out from like Kodak M35 and M38. Now the double film had the show camera, and they've come out with a very cool color, turquoise. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but yeah, nothing else but that funky new color. I have to give, I think it was Adam, if I'm not wrong, the winning prize for the color schemes. They're super cool colors, kind of like 80s, 90s Miami vibe, and I'm, not much else. Nothing else changed in the camera. It's still like a 30mm f8, something like that. And it's reusable. So if you don't want to buy a disposable camera this summer, or maybe send your kids to camp, you can buy this and reload it many, many times. So that's pretty cool. Plus it comes with a little case. Then we have TTArtisan finally releasing the 90mm f1.25, which I mentioned last week was a rumor. Now it's finally out, and we have a price. It's $770 US, and it's for Leica M mount, just in case you were wondering. It's rangefinder coupled, and honestly, if you are really into long lenses and very, very wide apertures, this might be a great option, because it for $770 is a great value for what you get. Then we have Film Lab app update coming along. And this was on social media, so I don't have anything else but a screenshot. But it looks like Abe is working on a way to digitize your negatives and then put them on an iPad or an iPhone or an Android device and convert directly from that. So you will be able to skip the computer part. As you know, Film Lab app is an app for computer desktop, and also for your, I know it's on the phones, but on the phone you have to take a picture and with your phone, and then it converts it, and it's free. But if you use the software on your desktop, you have to buy the thing, and then you have to use your camera and take it. So this basically will let you use a proper mirrorless or DSLR to digitize your film, and then grab that memory card and stick it into your Android, iPhone, Apple, iPad, or whatever, and convert from that. So you will be able to do it without a computer, which is a pretty good deal, because you need a computer. And a lot of people say when you're digitizing with a digital camera, it's like, oh, well, you need a digital camera and a tripod and a computer and the software. Well, maybe we can now skip the the computer, and do it on our phones directly. And it's nice that he's working on both iOS, Android, and iPad software. Then Malefic Cameras, which was closed and was bought by somebody, looks like they're giving updates on their Facebook page. So hopefully soon they'll be available again. I don't have confirmation that they're still available. It seems like there's no stock on the website so far. So I recommend you check the news if you're interested in Malefic. One quick note, guys. For my birthday last time, I called you guys to subscribe to the news, and we got like 113 new subscribers, which is impressive. But then next week, I didn't call for action, and we got 11 subscribers. So go ahead, and if you enjoy the news, please just, subscribe to the channel. It helps a ton, because at the end, brands and sponsors sometimes look at subscriber count. I'm not so concerned about subscriber count, but some people are. So please, recommend the news or subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. And I promise you don't have to turn on notifications. I know I upload a lot and probably spam people all the time. I'm not looking for that. Just, a little bit of number help. Then Summer Santa ISO 100 25. So, Santa Rai film coming from Finland has come finally with the 125 ISO film in 35 and 120. And it was supposed to be released, all the info, yesterday, Monday, the 17th of May, but it looks like the little elves are a little lazy or busy and haven't said anything. So I can't give you a price point or where to buy it yet. But if this information comes before I edit the news, you'll have it on a link below. Channel sponsor Chroma camera has updated their 679 camera, which is funny. It's also like the Alvandia 679. I guess that's the name of 6x7, 6x6, 6x9. He's updated this camera, which is a modular camera that had different modules to use different backs and different lenses, and like the lens cones, which use the Mamiya press and so on. And he's made it, I'm going to read from his description. Slimmer design, reducing weight slightly and improving handling, integrated 1/4 tripod thread on the base of the body, 3 cold shoes on the top side, giving more flexibility for mounting accessories, flush mounted side accessories mount, allowing them to be pressed into the body when not in use, then pushed out for allow for accessories like the ergonomic grip not included, neck strap lugs included, cable release socket not shown, to be clipped on as required. And all this is not on the website. So you can buy the camera, but all the images and all this from the new model is on Instagram. So Chroma camera, please, Steve, take the time to update the website so I can send people to the website to buy the product and they can see it physically, what the product actually looks like, because you should update your store and make it a little easier for people to purchase this new update. But yeah, everybody that's ordered, he says it here, all existing, oh no, sorry. He basically says that all new orders will be built using the refresh system going on. So like I said, it will be going out as the new version. So if you wanted the old version, make sure you tell him that. Then one of the viewers of the channel has given me an update on the Zluxtech Rolleiflex back. Remember a couple weeks ago I mentioned that Zluxtech made a Rolleiflex back, but it was very strange because the instructions for focusing were like very not easy to understand on the website. Well, one of my viewers, who doesn't want to be named, so thank you for the tip, says that it works fine, but it needs compensation for 2 meters or lower. So basically, from what I understood in his email, because even him explaining to me was a little confusing in the terms of how it works, it seems like from infinity to 2 meters, you don't need to compensate. But then from 2 meters down, you have to compensate. So for 2 meters, you would focus and then move the camera to 1.7 meters. So you must know what 30 centimeters are, which is like a foot approximately. And then that would be in focus, even though what you're looking at is not in focus. Also, he mentioned that on the taking lens, you have to add a lens, which I guess gives like a wider, a bit of a like a magnifying glass look. But he showed images, which I'll put on the video so you can see. He gave me permission for that, or if he didn't, sorry, a little leaker. But yeah, basically it works. The manual is non-existent. You have to kind of guesstimate it. He said that like 2 meters, 1.7. As it's in stacks, the good thing is when you shoot it, you get immediate, feedback of it's out of focus and whatnot. I would recommend if you do purchase it, you test it out, make some markings on exactly how it works, and then when you go out in the field and use it, you get the best out of this little device. But yeah, he says it works. It says he's not sure if he would recommend it, so take that with a pinch of salt, and thank you for the information. And yeah, that's the news for this week. As always, thank you for all the sponsors. Thank you for LF Camera Store for joining the group. If any brand is out there and wants to join the sponsor group, it's open for everybody in the film industry to keep these news going on. So we have now 1 year and 1 month of news thanks to this group of photographic retailers and manufacturers. And yeah, there's a link. You can send an email to the email below. Sorry for the link, no. You can send any information to the email below. It really helps me with the news, just in case I miss something. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Bye.